The zombies are coming to get your brains. And as a survivor of the apocalypse, you're left with a task to protect your home base from these thoughtless creatures that are wandering around. And to keep on fighting, you must work together with your co-survivors in order to increase your chances of survival. Choose your main weapon of choice and battle in the lands. You are in for a treat in the dark and twisted world filled with zombies in undead blocks. Welcome ladies and gentlemen to another video from your favorite crypto channel, Crypto Cash Out. This channel is dedicated to talking about everything that falls under the crypto space. In addition to that, we love talking about blockchain games such as the topic in this video. We are making these videos as blockchain gaming fans, not financial advisors. This means that we are not sharing financial advice. Please be responsible and do additional research after watching this video. Trust us, it will be for the best. With that being said and put on the table, let us head on to the video. Co-op zombie killing games are a blast to play. Games such as Call of Duty Zombies and the Left 4 Dead series have taken the world by storm during the time where they were out. People were playing the games for hours on end and every game will feel so different. It also helps that you can play with your friends, and that is always an added bonus in playing games that involve zombies. So, it will only make sense that we will have a zombie co-op game that is based on the blockchain. Introducing Undead Blocks. If you haven't heard of Undead Blocks, don't worry, as you are not alone. That is why we are making this video. It is a relatively new game that's just released their public beta. The public beta was a shock for a lot of people, and it is for good reason. Usually, if we take blockchain games that are heavily inspired by present games, we usually get subpar reviews. But that is not the case with the public beta of Undead Blocks. In fact, it is far from it. That is why people are super hopeful for the future of the game. Now let us actually talk about the game itself. As what was already mentioned earlier, Undead Blocks will be a shooter game that takes inspiration from games such as Black Ops Zombies and Left 4 Dead. You will get into a map that is filled with zombies and you must clear them before continuing to the next level. You can grab up to 3 friends and slay zombies with them. There is an array of weapons for you to choose from. Choose your favorite gun to slay the zombies with. It is super fun. Looking at the people who are the brilliant minds behind the game, we can see a team of talented people that is led by a man named Grant H, who is the executive director. Now, they have a full team of people that are working on each of their specialties in the game. If you want to learn more about the team behind the game, you can always head onto their official website where the LinkedIn accounts of some of the core team is present. They are creating Undead Blocks in collaboration with a gaming studio called Keveru Games. Their LinkedIn is also there on the website. They also have partners that are working with the gaming studio in order to ensure that the game is steering in the right direction. They are backed by the Animoca brands, Double Peak, John Block Capital, and X Network Capital. Each of these companies have their vouchers for the game, so go read that if it interests you. The game consists of NFTs, and the NFTs in the game are the weapons you use. This means that in order to play the game, you are required to have an NFT gun to start playing the game. Although that is the case, you are not required to buy the NFT guns because you can stake their token and get the weapons for yourself. You can also rent the weapons from the in-game marketplace, and the winnings you earn will be divided between you and the person you rented the gun from. This means that the game is technically free to play, which is always a sight to see. We love to see it. But for you to activate earnings in the game, you must activate your Wagyu account and connect it to the game. This will get the NFTs and tokens you earn in the game to be validated. With the accounts, the game will know whether you have rented the weapons or is it really yours. This is really great news, especially if you are the owner of the games and you want to ensure that the NFTs will be returned and you will get your NFT weapon back. Now, in the game, there are plenty of game modes to look out for. Plenty of different games that you can play and enjoy. At the time of writing, since the game is still in beta, we have a solo mode which is also in beta testing. This is for when your friends are asleep and you are still itching for a game. This is your game mode. We also have squad gameplay which consists of you teaming up with your friends or random people. This is the main game mode, I feel like. Then we have the speed run, which is as crazy as it sounds. You'll be fighting against the time in this one. You will have to kill zombies as fast as possible. You will also have here, which is the pistol showdown, which is really interesting. Now, we don't know what the pistol showdown will be, but I feel like this will be very interesting as we don't know anything about it yet. But we should get some updates soon. Let us take a short discussion on the gameplay. For example, in solo mode, there are 5 waves of zombies that you need to horde off. Each wave will be progressively harder than the previous one, and you need to have better weapons in order to fend them off. If you keep on doing the same things while the waves get harder, it will be difficult for you to complete the wave. You start with the weapon of choice that you have in the game. If you rented, then you will start with those weapons. If you manage to beat the 5 waves, you will win a prize. But during the beta testing, there are no prizes yet. We will have to wait for the final release of the game to start winning prizes. Now, in order to upgrade, you need to have experience in order to get good weapons. Experience comes from killing the zombies. Work your way up and get the best weapon. Right now, the best weapon is the AK-47, but it is just my personal opinion. There are plenty of weapons for you to choose from. There are also perks that will help you boost your chances in winning the game, so take note of that. Very important. Now, there are also tournaments in the game, which is an easy-ish way to earn some tokens in the game. For example, there are tournaments that consist of you completing a set of tasks in order to be part of the reward. There was a recently completed tournament challenge that you must complete in order to share a prize pool of $40,000. There are also weekly and featured challenges like getting headshots or finishing a game. Now, there will be more challenges in the future, and we really can't wait and see what the future of the game has in store for us. It looks like a really fun game that you can play with your friends. Very challenging, and it really brings out the gamer inside of you. Speaking of bright futures, let's take a look at the roadmap. Because the game is still really early, there are a lot of things they can still release in the game. Right now, they're moving on to slowly completing their plans for the 3rd quarter of the game. In fact, it is in the 3rd quarter of the year that they plan to release the game for PC. This is something that we should be looking out for. They're also looking forward to adding more maps in the game. I think adding more maps is really great so that gamers will have choices on where they will go. This is also to ensure that each round of games will be different from the previous one. Hopefully their moves and plans in the future will increase the number of daily players in the game. Now, let us end our video on Undead blocks by talking about the tokenomics in the game. Now, the game has a dual token system. This means that there will be a governance token and a utility token. But there is so much more to talk about, so let's dive right in. Undead is the basic token that is used to purchase weapon NFTs in the game. This means that you are going to be collecting this token if you want to earn in the game. Here's the kicker though, this is also the governance token. What? A token that is used for purchasing and governance. You don't always see this. At the time of writing, Undead tokens are priced at $1.07, and it has been dancing around this price for quite a while now. In fact, it has been around this price since May. It has a market capitalization of over $16 million, and that is really important to mention. Their other token is called ZBox. Wait a minute. If Undead is both a transaction and governance token, then what will ZBox be used for? Well, in order to shorten it, ZBox will be given to gamers as reward for their efforts in the game. The good thing is that it is backed by the Undead token. Why is it important to mention that? That is because the price of ZBox is pegged at $0.1. This means that the token will be stay at $0.1. ZBox can be used to upgrade your weapons, which is still good that the token will be used for something. I really think that this tokenomic system that they have is really good. Having the other coin be pegged at a fixed price will be something to look out for. I personally think that this will steer their token to the right direction. It looks really promising and I can't wait for what will happen. Really hope that everything will be sustainable in the end. Overall, I think the game is really great. Again, it is still in public beta currently and there is still lots of room for growth. Despite the bearish market that we have right now, NFT projects such as this game still have room in the industry. Hopefully, the token and the game will perform well. I really see it being possible. Hopefully, this will be a reality. Thanks for watching this edition of Crypto Cash Out. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If you want to help us grow as a channel, you can also subscribe to that. We get to more people and make more videos like this. Speaking of videos, we have an awesome video on Aerospheres. You can go check that out if you want to. Also, comment down below your thoughts about Undead blocks for a chance at a shoutout giveaway in the next video. Stay safe and have fun cashing out.